Welcome guys to new LEGO Lord of the Rings video. Today we're going to be taking a look if you should still be buying the Rivendell set in 2024 or whether you should just buy the Barad Dur set instead. Before we get into that, please like and subscribe. Let's go. Now, first off, this was the first LEGO Lord of the Rings set since 2013, 2014 kind of time. But before this set, we did get a few brick heads such as Gandalf and the Balrog and Frodo and Gollum. But sadly, those sets didn't have any figures in because they were brick heads. So this was the return of minifigures in Lord of the Rings sets. Of course, we get the whole Fellowship here, so that's 9 figures. Then we also get Elrond, Arwen, Gloin, and 2 Elven Smiths, and then 4 statues. Just a really amazing kind of selection of figures in this set. They're just so amazing. Tons of new molds, prints, just tons of stuff for the figures in this set. And if you wanted to get the whole Fellowship of the Ring, this is the easiest set to do it in, instead of like piecing together sets from a decade ago at this point. It's just such a amazing figure lineup for a set. When in Star Wars, similar price sets only get like 2-3 figures, like the UCS Razor Crest. This one's gets 15, which is just an insane amount of minifigures, with just tons of new molds like the Legolas hair, and just axe molds, weapon molds, just tons of new stuff. So if you wanted to get good figures, this is an amazing set to do it. And for the build is also as excellent as the figures. So overall the set is shorter of course than Barad Dur, not being a tower, but is much wider. It has about 1,000 more pieces than Barad Dur, which is a pretty huge amount of piece difference in a way. But a lot of those go to 1x1 tiles that are used to build out the roofs of the set. This is a modular build, so it comes in 3 segments. So you get like a little tower bit, the bridge bit, and then the main building bit is all bits of segment. Of course, just such an amazing set for the build itself. We get new printed pieces such as the tile pieces in the floor of the build. Tons of new like techniques, like for the hobbits to sit down. All new like brick usage techniques to make them be able to sit down well. So that's just such an amazing kind of like thing for the set. It's just such a nice looking set, and it just looks nicer than Barad Dur in a way. Just like it just looks like a nice place. Well, Barad Dur I personally have because I like the figures. In a way, they're a bit more creative and new, but I do still think the figures in the set are great. To go with the build, you get all the seats in the Council of Elrond, just tons of stuff, tons of amazing new like building techniques. Just overall, the build of this set is such an amazing just like thing to look at. Like, it's amazing all the new piece techniques they use, how detailed everything is in the set, all the paintings, just everything, even the blacksmith area, that's hidden and it just looks so nice. The 1x1 technique makes the roof of the set look absolutely amazing. Just generally, it's amazing as a build and the figures as well. Now, to start off on the question on whether you should buy Rivendell or not, we have to start with what's the current competition of the LEGO Lord of the Rings that LEGO is currently selling. Now, first of all, we have the brick head sets. We've got the old ones, such as Frodo, Gollum, Aragorn and Arwen and Gandalf and the Balrog, and the new one that came out when Barad Dur did, which was the Legolas and Gimli brick heads. Overall, I actually really like these brick heads, and I understand why people wouldn't, but I think they're kind of fun, cool, like accessory pieces as a brick head set. But then I do see the problems with them, such as no minifigures. Also, we have all the old sets from the 2012 to 2014 wave of Lord of the Rings. These have gone up in price so much, old figures like Urukai that used to cost like £4 to buy are now like 30. It's an insane inflation of market, and to buy all the Fellowship second hand, that'd be like hundreds of pounds, when you could get them all new with this absolutely amazing build. Which I would just get the new Rivendell, as generally it's just better value for money than buying the old sets. No, I wouldn't say buying the old orcs is a good idea, as they still hold up today, especially the Moria orcs. Those are my personal favourites, being a bit more unique. And then also the thing of, is it worth buying Barad Dur, or should you just buy Rivendell? Now, I personally own Barad Dur, and the building experience was very good, and I do really like the set, but it's got less main characters, even though it's got the main villains and stuff. It's got less main characters, less pieces, just general a lot smaller in like figures. 9 less figures if you include the statues in Rivendell. The figures are really good with all the new molds like Sauron and the Mouth of Sauron, but still, it's just a bit of a, which one should you get? In my opinion, I think you should still get Rivendell. It just looks super beautiful as a set. The figures are just so amazing that they are worth spending money for. The set itself is much bigger. I think it's 1,000 pieces and it's only £30 more. You know, the pieces could be smaller. It's not as iconic as a location. Even if you have watched Lord of the Rings, you know what Barad Dur is in a way. Like, you would recognise it. But all the new figures for Rivendell are just slightly have the edge on Barad Dur. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Please like and subscribe.